and such. I
Oh,
mean, I
you're
don't know
talking
if
Google stuff?
I'm just not. I'm just don't know if it's turning into actual money. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well,
I know more people than you, right? So I
okay.
know more people than you. So my anecdotal experience is still larger than yours, but you still have to go based on what the average income is, and it doesn't really necessarily turn into a big bag like you're saying.
Again, so you niggas don't like when a woman has an education. Is that correct? Or multiple degrees and all this other stuff, right?
You said we don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
you're
don't care for
listening.
that?
Your listening
How
is
did
getting a
you even
little.
get there?
Do
Yeah,
y'all care? But I'm saying nobody gonna answer it now. Y'all stay doing this.
well, we didn't say
Do
that.
you care for if a
Nobody
woman
said
has
that.
degrees?
We didn't
Nah,
say
like
that.
your favorite strawman arguments
Yeah.
have reared their face again. It's just like nobody was talking about that. You pull us in somewhere else, and then we niggas ain't shit because we answered something that we weren't even talking about.
Come on, Eddie. Mr. Women don't take accountability and Sinead take accountability on every show. You're not about to do that to me. You picked the wrong one. But listen, so what you saying?
Pointed it out.
Are you guys saying? So nobody's answering the question.
You
Are
act,
you
but you
guys
said
saying
two
do you
different things.
prefer a
Nobody
woman
said,
with a degree
Hugh, nobody
who
said
have a,
that. Nobody's saying that.
so answer the
We-
question? Do you prefer she
maybe
has a
we'll let
degree?
you know what we'll let the
So
audience answer. Hold on, Eddie, you going? But this is what was said.
Thank you. Same thing I've always said
That's
since the
what was
first
said.
episode of the Inside
That's
Locker
what
Room.
was said. Go ahead, Eddie.
Okay, so a woman with multiple degrees is
Hold on,
not
let
an
Eddie
issue for
answer.
you.
Let Eddie answer. Let Eddie answer.
No, I didn't think there was anything wrong with what was being said in regards to that. I just think it didn't lead to like myself, B or A, saying we didn't like women with degrees.
So
I
what?
just
So
didn't hear that.
translate. So translate. We don't give a fuck about your degrees and how that would be encouraging a woman who's
Said that,
probably
son.
looking to pursue you to think, my degrees may or may not run him off. Because I don't think that you guys are conveying your message that that's not an issue for you.
I didn't even hear it. Maybe I'm just too tired, but I didn't hear nobody said that just now. I don't know what.
Who did anybody on this show at
I
any
think that
point?
was
If you
before
went
you.
back
That was
say
before you
no,
got on, because
men don't give a fuck about
he
women's
said men
degrees.
don't
Did
give a
anybody
fuck
say that?
about your degrees and your career. That's what
Is that
said.
I
what
just
we
said
Men don't give
said?
a fuck about it. So
right.
and
So
V
and
said it, and
if
y'all
you
said
were
it.
here,
that,
so
Yeah.
here's the
Yeah.
thing.
So
right,
don't
Here's
try to
that's
the
play
the thing
me,
thing.
about it.
Hold on.
niggas.
Hold on.
And,
Hold on.
Let
if you were
Adrian's gonna
that,
answer.
oh,
Adrian's gonna
I'm
answer.
gonna answer it for you, right? So one thing that has happened is y'all are asking like a different question. So one time y'all say, "Do we give a f about it?" Then another one you'll say like, "Do we matter?" And y'all are keep changing the word as you ask it. So the thing about the degree is, it doesn't bother us either way. A lot of women with degrees, though, typically some things come along with that. With a women who super career focused, typically they're not as agreeable, all of these different things that we talk about. So typically with women who are more educated, there's a lot of other things that come with it. But in terms of how many degrees you have or how much money you make, doesn't have any influence on if we will be with you or not. That's what we
So
mean. We don't care about it because it doesn't impact if I'm going to date you. So it's
Yeah.
irrelevant to us.
Yeah.
right. So you don't care for the personality attached to the woman who has the degree. So therefore, that woman wouldn't be as attractive. You like
Lord,
him poor and needy, right?
Hold on. What you
And
say?
uneducated, codependent. Like, all right.
you got laugh, man. I don't even know
Yo,
what the fuck you
Q,
talking about,
Q,
son.
look, it's not just
Y'all
us.
going for welfare chicks. And him, tell your brother get off here. Y'all going for welfare chicks.
No, we just don't know what you're
I got
talking
you.
about.
I just but Q, I literally just said it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Right,
Like the
but then you
nigga
went
answered
in, but then you went in to further explain because women with
You
those
are
degrees tend to have this type of personality.
Right. So I'm saying it's more so the personality, not the degree.
yeah,
The
But the
degrees
degree,
don't have anything
but the
to do with it.
degree is attached to the personality, or else you wouldn't have said it. What type
no,
of
it's
Sometimes.
women are
not.
y'all used to
Everybody
talking
got
to?
different majors. What you talking about? What you talking about, Q? I'm checking your ass today. I don't know what the fuck you be talking about.
But you say that every show, so you're not checking shit, Eddie.
I think
Nah, that shit don't make sense. But okay.
the conflating is crazy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's
Yeah,
not. You niggas just don't want to confront the elephant in the room. Y'all
I
know
didn't,
what
I
the
didn't
fuck
just
I'm
answer
trying to
the
say.
question.
Does education define
Adrian,
independence? Is
just
that what we're
answer the
trying to
question.
figure out? Because I'm like, we're talking about women being independent. Does that have to do with education? Because I'm just saying.
I think
I
it's the
wanna know
fact that you're referring to, like, independent women are usually the ones that have the careers and have the degrees,
Well, no, it
and
was a
that's why you're
separate.
saying, like,
It was separate.
It was a separate
But you
question.
have to start with independent being defined first, because there are chicks that assume they're independent, have a little job or something, but they live at home. So don't pay no bills, they don't do none of that. Talk about, oh, I'm independent. No, you're under your daddy's roof. You know what I mean? So like this idea of independence has to be defined and not so much be convoluted. It's like you're
Eddie, that's
talking about,
anecdotal, and we're not talking about those women because when the women on
who
the
the hell is
podcast
that
do that with
anecdotal?
the men, y'all say it's anecdotal, and that y'all not. No, you talking about a certain type of men.
Most millennials cannot pay for their own rent and live with their parents and grandparents.
What millennial? I'm saying, who do y'all know? Who do y'all know that's
Not-
I didn't say nothing
I'm
about
saying-
me. I said millennials. I gave you data. I
Oh,
gave you
Google stuff.
statistics.
Oh, okay. You niggas going back to the Google. Okay, no.
So
But
Q,
just say lead with that Google
I
stuff.
want whatever
ahead,
you
Ethan.
say.
Q, I agree with the guys because I'm gonna be transparent. When I was
Well, put
married,
that little
I
noise,
was
man.
I was really, really independent. Independent to the fact, and I'm degreed up too, 2 degrees or whatever. I don't need you. I can do this by myself. You can leave today, and I'm still gonna pay these bills, and I'm still gonna move on with my life. I would say I was extremely independent. Now, I'm not independent. I'm
But right
dependent
at the
because
time that
I
you said you was
Go back to that point,
independent, you
girl.
were independent. So
Go
you're
back to
not.
that point.
So you're agreeing
I
more
love
with
that
me.
for you. I love that
Mhm.
for you, girl. Be dependent.
Yeah, I'm
Soft
very.
life. Soft life.
But I will say this too: you can be independent and still step into your role as a woman. And if a man
Yes.
comes to me, he needs to step into his role as a man, and he needs to
Mhm.
provide. Just because
Mhm.
I'm independent doesn't mean that you don't have to do your job as a man.
That means
So
I
you are
got me
also
and I
again
got us
disagreeing
if
with
need
them
be.
because they feel like that's not independent if you're depending on them.
Yeah, so Isha,
they feel
if
like
you
you can't
answer
turn
the
it on and off.
yeah, because we wouldn't be if it real independence, you wouldn't be able to turn it on and off. So if you had the answer, in my opinion, so if you had to answer the question, Isha, are women as independent as they say they are? If you can flip it on like it's a switch,
Well, for me personally, I'm not.
but okay, I don't want to
But
put.
if you had to be, you would be, right?
Like right now, I take care of my son by myself. I pay these bills by myself. But let a man come into my life, I'm gonna depend on him wholeheartedly. You need
Right.
to be the man. You can't come in here as a man and allow, and because I'm independent, want me to take care of you. That's not gonna fly with me.
But the opposite is true though, right?
So you
What?
are independent, Isha. You
No,
are.
so
It's just
but hold on, Nate. The opposite is true though, right? You can come into a man's life and be expected to be taken care of.
Yes, because I expect him to be the head of my household. That's the role that I want my man to step into.
Do you guys call men independent?
No, call them
Why?
men because they're supposed to be.
Just an expectation?
Mhm.
I say it when I'm being funny, and dudes hate that mess. I'm like, so you just Mr. Independent, huh? Like when he tries to do things I want to.
But
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like at the same time, men are the same way. They could turn it on and off. Like if a man wants to be independent by himself in his house, cooking his own meals, washing his own clothes. Once a female come over, he's not gonna want to cook for himself. He's not gonna want to wash his own clothes. He's not gonna want to clean. He's not gonna want to do none of that.
that's
I'm
true.
concerned about who y'all be
That's
dating.
why it's fluid. Like
Eddie, that's come on. And men are codependent from boyhood a lot of the times. So that's not you got to be honest about that one.
Yeah.
I'm still concerned about who y'all dating because of that.
because of what exactly?
The codependent aspect that you just gave an example to.
What's,
Like niggas
what's,
don't know how to wash their drawers, do their laundry. Like
but I'm
Not
saying
that they
it's
don't
not
know
that they
how,
don't
they
know
don't
how
want
to.
to.
They wouldn't have to if they have a woman living in their house.
And they expect that of the woman.
And as a woman, I would want to
me
take care of
too.
my man in that way.
Exactly. And that's the submissive role because of course men want women to be submissive, but you want us to still be independent at the same time?
You know. So like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.